Mhm. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our first happy hour of 2025. It's February, which I can't believe. And
I know.
thank God we're all here and we're ready to talk books. We're ready
Ready
to
to do
talk
it.
books and have drinks, cocktails, mocktails. So, welcome. Thanks for joining us. For those of you that don't know, I'm Lisa Harrison. I'm here with my lovely co host, Brenda Gardner, also known as the PB to my J. But the real star tonight, who you're really here to see, is our rock star librarian, Ron Block, who we love.
Oh, go on with yourself. Jeez.
Welcome, welcome,
We
Now I'm
love our
welcome.
happy
blushing.
hours
Now
with
I'm
you,
blushing.
Ron.
It's happy hour time.
I have been looking forward to this all week
Yep.
because it's been a tough one, guys, Shit's
And us
real.
here too.
So
So I am ditto.
cheers.
Cheers.
We gotta wait till Ron makes his drink. So I
Well, you,
jumped
you
ahead
have
of
to
Oh, that's
myself.
true.
tell us what you're both having first.
Okay. I am excited to share. I am drinking an Uptown Rocks that I made with my bartesian that I love. And I want to give a special shout out to Maria Lou, book club member, because she actually sent me the Uptown Rocks pods and it is absolutely delicious. So cheers.
Yay.
Fancy, fancy, fancy.
Yeah.
I even
Well,
got
I'm
a
gonna
fancy
be I
glass and
know it
fancy
looks
ice cubes. I'm trying to be like Ron Block here.
I think you're doing
Hey,
pretty well. I like the glass.
so my work's done here. Have at it. See ya.
No, no, no. Not that
The
easy.
grasshopper has learned. Well, I'm the opposite of Lisa today because I have gone very old school and I am having hot cocoa because it has been drizzly and cold and it
Yeah.
You all are in the South. Okay, we're in Antarctica up here. So let's not get that all twisted.
Ron's
it
like, cue
snowed
the
at lunchtime
violin.
and was sunny at 4 o'clock. I mean, I just don't even know.
We had snow flurry. Like it was snow flurrying in Atlanta this afternoon while the sun was shining and it was breezy and 27 degrees. I'm like, pick a season, please. Like, what are we? Summer snow? What the hell is happening here? Like, I can't even see. It was so bright.
It
You know,
often happens that way here, though. Like we'll get a March snow or something weird.
Oh, weird.
nowadays seasons are nothing more than a suggestion,
Yes.
right?
I
But
like
Facts.
that.
but hey, let's warm up a little. How about that? How about that? Tonight,
Okay.
so in my house, we have a cocktail every now. And tonight I'm giving it over to Jeff because this is going to be his creation. He had a hankering a while back for espresso martinis. And not just any
Ooh.
if you know Jeff wants to do it just right. So we have a grinder, we have a espresso maker, and we've got it all. It's all here. And so we
Wow.
tried with many different ingredients, lots of different things we tested, but we think we have come up with the one. And the great thing about it is, if I have anything with caffeine in it after like 11 in the morning, forget it. So we found that we can make delicious, caffeine-free espresso martini. Let's go.
Oh,
So,
I almost made one and I'm so glad I didn't because there's no
so
way mine would be.
we're starting with 2 ounces of espresso.
Why do we always lean in, Brenda? Every
I
time.
don't know, but I
I
did it this
love it.
time
I
too.
love it. I love it. I love
And not only
it.
that, I was leaning this way because he's all
Because I was that way. What if I go this way? Now we'll go over here. Then we have 2 ounces of Van Gogh espresso,
Oh my
double
God.
espresso vodka.
I wish I had flu powder, like
A what?
Harry Potter reference, flu powder, throw it in the fireplace, jump in, and I'd be there in 5 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah, I need some flu powder.
sorry. Harry Potter is
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and there are many, many different kinds of cafe and espresso chocolate. This is the best one,
Yum.
Orgetti. Okay, and I'll put a picture of all these ingredients and stuff up, and we will.
I legit just took a picture with my
I
phone while
love
we were
that.
live.
Yeah, you did. Lisa's going to the
Did
liquor
you
store
really?
after this. Lisa's going to the liquor store.
Yep.
All right, but we're not done. The secret ingredient: Woodford Reserve chocolate bitters.
Oh,
Okay.
you're just rubbing it in now, Ron.
Oh, okay, Miss Bartesian. We put a half a dropper of that in there. We're gonna shake it up. And my handy dandy shaker. Hope I don't spill it all over my white sweater.
Please don't.
No,
We
no.
don't we don't spill alcohol in this house.
And then I have a little fancy little glass for it.
Love
Ooh.
it.
And it pours so nicely. And at the end, you just shake what's left to make the foam on top. Can
Oh,
you see that?
Yum.
yes. You
Yes.
can tell.
I'm gonna
Maria says, shake it up, baby.
shake it up. And then of course you top it with coffee beans. Decaf at that. The way you go. So cheers to the first book club of the year. Cheers to PB&J and cheers to a year of great things to come.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Ron Block, the
That's
bartender
right.
Mm. Ooh,
extraordinaire.
that's good. Ooh, that's good.
Mm, I feel like I have
I
a little
know.
taste of it all the way down here. Mm,
Yes. Okay.
woohoo.
Now what?
Well,
I'm laughing. I'm sorry in the comments. Lisette says, oh, what I wouldn't give to apparate.
To what?
to what?
Apparate, like to show up here, be
Oh.
there.
Oh, that's
Because
funny.
she wants a drink too. I'm with you, Lisette.
Well, we could go into not drink, book recommendation. That's what we're here for. Book recommendations.
Books?
We
I
sure
forgot
can.
about books.
Alex, is that why we're
Unless y'all
here?
want to have a buzzword for tonight.
Ooh, yes, a buzzword so that we can sip. Brenda suggested that our buzzword is snow. Ron's like, oh Lord.
You're
Oh, that was
killing
so
me. You know what?
funny.
You know what you guys do to me with this, don't you?
Well, you have the drink and you're going to drink it anyway. So
Well,
just
luckily
having
it's not about
a
there's
cute
not much in the
sip is,
glass, so we're good.
we're going to sip,
Okay,
baby sip regardless. So
we're good.
yes, we'll do snow. That's
Okay.
not any of the titles of my books, but I will work it in when I can because we did have snow flurries in Atlanta today.
There you go. Enough of that.
Oh, delicious.
Lord help
Okay.
us.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
So instead of
So
my first
ready.
book recommendation, I have this amazing new service that I want to talk to you all about. It's something that, like, I feel like we all could use all the joy we can get right now, right? What's better than joy of books and reading and community, right? So this is but I'm going to share something with you it's also bringing me personally a lot of joy. It's called Book Joy. Book Joy newsletters. They're the email that you can't wait to open every month with curated selections from human book experts. They're not algorithms, they're not other things. These are real people who are dedicated to make sure that you get the book that you want to read. It's reading your book bestie, like we do on here. Like this fits right in with
Fun.
the Friends in Fiction book club community, I think. So what you do is I'm going to give you. Let's take a look at the. Can I share my screen?
Yes, you should be able to.
Yeah, I should, but Ta-da! Introducing
Woo!
Book Joy. It's time for a little joy. And we actually have for our friends and fiction community, and please feel free to share this far and wide. Lisa's going to put a special link to this in the chat. And let's show these people some
Yep.
love. And what you'll do is you'll get when you first sign up, you'll get a welcome email or what newsletter that tells you what it's all about. And only once a month you'll get one at the beginning of the month that follows a certain theme, but all in different genres, so that you'll be having a lot of different things to select from to read. It's not going to overwhelm you. I mean, who can't love growing your TBR pile or TBR mountain these days? We're calling it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. So there's that, but they're also on Instagram. So you can see the Instagram right on the graphic there.
Nice.
It's at Book Joy Readers. I'm already on there. I'm already interacting. They're having starting to have really great conversations, and it's really pretty amazing. So use that link that Lisa put in the chat. Also put it on the Facebook page when I put up all my recommendations, and go get yourself some book joy, and just let's show them how Friends in Fiction Book Club does it. I
Yay.
didn't talk today. It's
Yes,
been a
I
long
did
week
share the
already.
link in the chat, so you guys
Okay,
go check it out.
please, everybody get it,
That's so cool.
isn't it?
I love
It
it.
sure
Yeah.
is.
Now I don't know how to unshare. Oh no, there it's up top now. Oy, oy.
Da, 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 da.
Feel
Feel like
like we
Lisa.
should be singing.
Feel like you should be seeing it too.
We still see it.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Now it's the Zoom
I think
link.
I can stop. I'm going to stop your sharing. How about that?
I can share, but it doesn't unshare.
There
I
we
don't
go.
have an unshare.
That's okay. We got
We
you.
got it.
Okay.
We are live, guys. That's what's
Okay.
fun about
This is what happens with
it.
live all the time. And then,
Woo.
great grandpa here
No.
with technology. It's all good. Okay, so that's my first recommendation.
Yay.
Dang.
And what's your
Okay.
second book recommend? What's your first book
My
recommendation?
first book recommendation is something that I don't have my copy in hand yet, but I do have a graphic of it. And it is just out last week. And as you know, I am all about the cookbook. And sometimes a cookbook comes along that really just blows my mind. And this time, I want to share this with you. We the Pizza.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Isn't it
I
cool?
love the cover.
And the subtitle is called Slanging Pies and Saving Lives. And let me tell you, this is based from a Philadelphia pizza shop where the owner himself had been previously incarcerated. And when he opened it, everybody that works for him has been in prison and are trying to change their lives and come out into the community and
Wow.
make something of themselves. And they've done crazy things. So the recipes in the book, they have regular pizza dough, they've got gluten-free pizza dough, they've got pizza dough alternatives with all these different things. There's a North sauce, is their traditional red sauce for their pizza, and it sounds amazing. And I'm going to Philadelphia in June, and I will be there first thing. And there's recipes for everything. There's vegan, vegetarian, it's all there, but there's more. Along with it, you every once in a while you get a story of somebody who's worked there and started their career, and they talk very openly and honestly about what put them in prison and how they got out and how this has changed their lives. Along with more at the
Wow.
bottom, there's subtitles on most of the pages that give a history of um, of of people that have been in prison over the years, especially people that are non-white. And it gives the history of the laws and some of the people and things. So it's everything
Wow.
you
Mm.
want in one package. It's it's the it's great. This is my verdict on it. A place should be made on all shelves for this deft book about food creativity and social justice. Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Order it up.
Love that.
Order it up.
Love it. And can you say the title again?
Yes. E the pizza.
We the pizza. Yum.
And the pizza shop is called Down North.
Very cool.
Very inspiring. It's very inspiring, I tell you.
I love that.
Yes, I love it
Who's
too.
who's next?
Well, let's see. Maybe I will go next.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. I know y'all are going to be astonished at this one.
Wait, let me guess. It's got bookstore or library in the title.
Yes, of course it does. And this is bonus point time because it also has by the book in the title. This is this is not quite by the
Okay.
book, written by Julie Hatcher. And Lisa, I'm sorry, Lisa. At least you weren't drinking something when. But I can't wait for this one because Emma, the protagonist, her parents own a bookstore, yet she has spent all of her waking hours managing it while her sort of golden child sister, who's pregnant, is not doing anything. But she is a fan of Emily Dickinson, and so she decides she is going to go find herself again and take time off from the bookstore in a crumbling sort of manor house up in Amherst, Massachusetts, and she can be blissfully alone. But things don't turn out quite that way for Emma.
Is there a
Um,
snowstorm?
there could be a snowstorm.
I can play this game.
Oh, she said it again.
That's right, I did. But anyway, so no
Jesus.
matter what she does in her crumbling manor, the outside world keeps knocking, and you will have to wait to find out whether Emma continues with her Emily Dickinson ways or not.
Very
Nice.
How
cool.
about you, Lisa?
You got Lisa.
Well, my first book I am super excited about. We last night I went to a big book party for Will Packer, who is a big time producer. He has done films like Girls Trip, Think Like a Man, Takers, billion-dollar box office guy. And he came out with his first book, and he's been everywhere promoting it on every show this week. It came out on Tuesday. It's called Who Better Than You? The Art of Healthy Arrogance and Dreaming Big by Will Packer. And I'm
Nice.
telling you, after that conversation last night, he's going to 5 cities, and each one he has a big celebrity that he's in conversation with. So in Atlanta, his celebrity was Ludacris, and it was one of the best
Oh,
conversations I've ever seen for a book launched. It was so heartfelt. It was very inspiring. There are things in this book about goals, how to reach them. He talks about the difference between quitting and giving up, and that it's okay to pivot. Like if you're doing something that's not working for you, it's okay to quit and pivot to find a new way to do it, but never give up. I literally, as soon as I got home, I started reading it immediately. And it's so good. It's out now. Definitely get a copy. It's going to be a big, big hit. And if you like audiobooks, I think the audiobook is going to be pretty good because Will is the narrator along with Kevin Hart, Regina Hall, Idris
Wow.
Elba, and like a bunch of other actors. And the blurbs on the back of this book alone will make you want. There's blurbs from Kerry Washington, Kevin Hart, Idris Elba. It's amazing. Will Packer is a great guy and he's been around for a long time. So it's nice to see him step out of his comfort zone and try something new. So check this out. Who better than you? The art of healthy, I love that, healthy arrogance.
Yes.
Arrogance is usually such a word that's seen as negative, but healthy arrogance is like, I love that. So check it out.
I love
And
it.
also, I want to mention that tonight, since it is Black History Month, all of my recommendations are by African American authors. So, and this is my first one.
Great. I love that we
Well, then
highlight
both
these
of you.
books during February, but I wish they should be all year long. Like
Yeah.
there's so many great authors and there's so many great books that tell these stories that we have never heard of because we were, you know, kind of sheltered from them. And they tell
Yeah.
of cultures and things that it just grows your empathy and your knowledge. So let's do it
Mhm.
all year long.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Michelle, yes, I did get to meet Ludacris last night. That was a question in the chat, and he's very kind. And his earring blinded me, but he's
Lisa,
he has
you
one of
have
my
an
favorite
engagement.
voices.
You'll take it.
You have an engagement every night in Hotlanta.
In Hotlanta, that's not hot right now because it snowed.
Oh, yes, it did.
Uh,
Okay.
what's up?
So, Lisa, I think it's time for us to share a few book announcements.
Okay. Oh, it is
Would you?
time.
Yeah.
Let's announce our first book for April. We will be announcing April, May, and June tonight. So let's kick it off and announce our April book club pick. And I think Brenda's gonna put up a thing,
I
a
am.
graphic, but I
I am
happen to have it
absolutely.
right here.
Oh no, let me do it.
Yay! The Story She Left Behind by our very own Patty Callahan Henry. I cannot wait for
I
I can't
this
wait either.
book
love
club
Especially
discussion.
that
after listening,
book.
especially after listening to her live the other night. Um,
Yes.
makes me want to watch it even more. I mean, to read it even more.
It's
Yeah.
fabulous.
So good. And
And
oh, go ahead.
oh, I was just going to say, and since we mentioned Patty's book, we could talk about what's happening March 17th.
Yay.
Does
We
anybody know?
all
We
of us
all
are going to be in Atlanta at the Atlanta History Center. The Fab Four, Ron, Meg, Brenda, and I will all be celebrating what we are calling St. Patty's Day for her book
love it.
launch. So if you're in the Atlanta area, or even if you're not, come on down and meet the entire Friends and Fiction family because we will be there and we are so excited.
And we were holding auditions for the Friends and Fiction dancers.
That will happen at the book club brunch on
I was
Sunday.
going to say that could be our activity.
We
We
are
are having
gonna,
a brunch
yeah, we're gonna
on
host a
Sunday,
brunch on Sunday, the
on Sunday
16th,
the 16th.
and we will
And we
be
don't go ahead,
sharing those
Lisa.
details. We'll be sharing those details soon. We're finalizing reservations and things. So
Oh my gosh, that was funny. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I know it's gonna be
I've
so
missed
fun.
everybody so much too. I mean, I really, really have. It's been a while, and you get so used to your community and your besties, and then when
Yeah.
you don't see them, and it's like, hey, when am I going to see them again? And then we can get to see
I
each other,
know.
celebrate.
And
I
I want to
know.
say for those that are there, it's really going to be a great literary weekend, honestly. But if you're there the whole weekend, Saturday night, Mary Kay Andrews is in conversation with Colleen Oakley to celebrate her new book,
Shh,
Jane and
don't.
Dan, Jane and
Ah,
Dan at the End of the World, and it's on Saturday night at the Duluth Branch Library, and that's an event Saturday night, and then we'll have our brunch Sunday afternoon. And then we may or may not have a little trip to a witchy bookstore nearby for those interested. And then Monday, Patty has a daytime event at Foxtail. And then the big final event with all of us Monday night at the Atlanta History Center. So it's going to be one for the ages.
I can't believe I bought my plane ticket already, and I'm going to miss the Colleen Oakley event.
I think we can
Oh,
convince Colleen to come on Monday.
Oh, good.
Hopefully. I'm sure I can't promise for her, but I'm sure if
One of
I was
my
she's
gonna
not,
favorite
say,
people.
doing.
Oh, she's super.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
So
wait for
we're
that.
excited. And people
If
in
I
the
could
chat
take a
are
minute,
exciting. They're
if I
excited.
could take a minute too, since we're talking about Patty and the launch, the Richland County Library in South Carolina is doing its first book festival called Read Freely Fest. So if you're near Columbia, South Carolina, Patty is the headliner for that event in late March, and I think it's March 28th to the 30th.
Wow, that's so fun.
So yeah, so I'll get to see Patty twice in March.
You get two St. Patty's days.
Absolutely. Well, before we go any farther, I think it is time for our secret guest to arrive.
Ooh, our special
Here we
And
guest that
go.
Ron
if
doesn't know who it is.
if I might say so, this guest is I'm so excited about having her. She just highlights hidden narratives of power and love and sisterhood. She writes historical fiction, romance, and mystery. And right now, she is known as Nunya Business because that's what we tell Ron about who's coming. But now we can reveal her true identity of Vanessa Riley.
Yay!
Welcome,
Magically, I'm here.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, hello, hello. So this is
Hello, Ron. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
Hi.
I
We were
don't
just
have your
giving
book
Ron a
with
hard
me because I
time.
didn't know.
We keep it a secret from Ron so we can give him a hard time, and we just tell him it's Nunya Business who's coming.
Except
Yeah.
Lisa told me this time it was Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
But Vanessa Riley's better.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, because I was like, dang, Pedro. What a letdown.
No, 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 no. How are you?
I am good. How are you guys doing?
Good, we're good.
Fantastic.
It's like freezing here in Atlanta again. I don't know about
Yes.
where y'all
I
are
was
at.
telling them that it snowed today. That's our buzzword. If we say the word snow, we have to take a sip.
She was ready.
Which is odd. Which
She
is
was
odd.
she was ready.
Well, I was
Okay,
lucky
so
enough. I just saw Vanessa this past weekend at the Love Y'all Romance Book Fest, which was fun. How was it for you?
It was amazing. It's just you grow up, so to speak, in the industry, and there's so many of your peers, and we literally haven't seen each other, since before COVID, a lot of these folks. And so it was like old home, hugging necks and then just seeing the readers' excitement. It was just so much fun.
readers are
Yeah.
the best.
Mhm,
The
Book
best.
people are the best people.
mhm.
Well, one of the reasons we wanted you to come on anyway, but we talk about book recommendations, and A Wager at Midnight was one that Brenda and I both were going to recommend. So
Mhm.
we figured it would be much better to have you talk about it than either one of us because our excitement would probably come through. We couldn't get the word out like we want to get the word out. So can you
Well,
tell us about this amazing book that's coming out in
yeah,
March?
yeah, in March 25th, and this is
Yep.
book number 26.
Wow.
Wow.
26 right
Congratulations.
here.
Yes,
And I'm
definitely.
I'm I'm excited about it. This is the second book in the series. Each one of the books are standalone, but you get more of the jokes if you've read all of them. So I'm just saying that, because
Okay.
I write historical fiction, which are very serious. I write historical mystery when I feel like killing folks. And then when I need humor and just want to feel that the sweeping romance, I write romance. And you are introduced to the Wilcox sisters. They are zealous, they love each other fiercely, and they get on each other's nerves throughout the series. It's like, don't talk about my sister, but I am. That's it. And Scarlett is our middle daughter, our middle sister, and she's sort of at the end of, to kind of give a spoiler away, at the end of Gamble, She blackmails the Duke to, okay, I know you like my sister, and I know you guys have a bet that if whoever picks the best husbands for the Wilcox sisters, she's going to end up being your mistress. And there's a whole backstory between those two, and it's kind of been simmering
Mm.
throughout the thing. I will just let you pick whoever. I don't care, but I need to dress up as a man and go to the science lectures because I want to be a physician. There's some diseases and conditions I need to solve. And because the Duke has what we call the blood sickness, which is sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia
Oh.
is a
Mhm.
very ancient disease that still there are some new research today that is very promising, but it's not very not widely administered. It's still lots of pills, and it's a sort of think of like a very chronic illness that happens. And so the Duke has that, and he doesn't want his enemies to know that he has that, so he's going to indulge Scarlet. So Scarlet is going and to these lectures dressed as a man, and her nemesis, her frenemy, the physician to the family, a Trinidadian doctor, notices her. She's about to get busted, and he says, "Oh, this is my cousin." And so that temporarily, but then they got to hang out with the other guy physicians, and of course, the guy physicians want to go to a brothel, so they may end up sharing a
Of
prostitute,
course.
as things happen.
As they
As they
do.
do.
They do. So you get a bit of history, a lot of shenanigans. I mean, a lot of shenanigans.
Lisa's favorite
And
thing.
I know that's one of our
exactly.
favorite words here. So,
Yes. So we got plenty of them, and that's A Wager at Midnight.
That sounds fabulous.
and you can pre-order it now, and it comes out
Order it
March
now.
25th.
March
And you
25th.
mentioned gamble, but for those that don't know, the first book is A Gamble at Sunset.
Yes.
And yeah, this is, I don't know if you can see, that's the
Oh yeah,
cover.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my gamble at sunset. Oh yeah, there it is. I let someone borrow
Full
that one.
disaster back there. Don't mind the falling books.
It looks
We all have
it looks
piles of
beautiful.
Oh, very nice.
We've got some comments for you in the chat, Vanessa. Amber said, "We love you, Vanessa," and everyone's welcoming you,
Oh,
and they're
thank you
excited for
guys.
your book.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. I love seeing you guys at events. Please come take pictures. I am not one of those.
We could name
Readers
a
are so
few.
cute. They're like, "Can I please take?" Sure.
Take a couple.
Yeah. Get my good side. No.
Oh, that's really nice. And Vanessa, I understand that you're going to be at Read Freely Fest in Columbia, March
Yes.
28th to the 30th. I was just telling everybody about that Patty was the headliner for that event, and you are going to be there as well. So I'll get to meet you in person.
Absolutely. It's going to be amazing. Amazing.
See, that should have been my clue when you mentioned her name earlier.
I know, and she before
But
we
I
went
did it so
live,
casually.
Brenda was talking, and I'm giving her the look when he's like, "Who else is gonna be there?" And I'm like, "Don't say Vanessa, don't say Vanessa." And she's like,
No, that was the perfect cover.
she was like, "Oh, Vanessa Riley," and he's like, "Oh, that's
Brendan
awesome." And I'm sitting here
Slocum.
going,
Yes.
"She's gonna be
See, he
here in
didn't
about
know.
10 minutes."
I love it. I love it. You guys are secret agents. I love that. I love
You'll be in the next book.
Oh, goodness.
that.
Okay, so I just have a question for you, Vanessa. I always like asking people this. Like, can you remember the first time you got your signed contract? First-
Yes. It was amazing. It was amazing. That was Madeline's Protector, and I kind of sort of rewrote that book 125 times because I'm an
Oh,
engineer, and we iterate. Oh, let's work on dialogue this time. Oh, let's look on plot structure. Oh, let's work on POV. We iterated that book into a beauty.
How long did it take you?
That was a year of iterations. And in the middle of that, my hard drive like died. And
Oh,
I had to go get it resurrected. And I had friends who like work with NASA folk, and they had to do some serious mojo. They got it back.
thank God. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
not really. I rewrote that version again. So it's kind of like, what? Why? Why did you strip me?
I didn't need that anyway. Here we
It's the engineering in you.
But I had to have it, you know?
Awesome. So, what are some of the books that you've read recently that you are recommending to other people?
I am recommending to other people. I got a few here. So, first, Harlem Rhapsody by Victoria
Yay.
Christopher Murray. This is a piece of
Yes.
history. This woman, Jessie Redmond Fawcett, is the mother
Yay.
of the Harlem Renaissance. So, I mean, people need to know about her and, her
They do.
nurturing of Langston Hughes, County Cullen, and so many others, that we wouldn't have those voices if it wasn't for this woman. And
It's
there's a little bit of, stuff going on that, is also kind of interesting in there.
yes, yeah.
Um, that's
So
all the
I was lucky enough to interview her for the book with who did it with Patty Callahan Henry for the Friends in Fiction show. So if you haven't listened
excellent.
to that, go listen to all the backstory.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good, and she handled it, extremely well.
Yes.
So I think it's uh, there's so many facets to this woman, and that
Hmm.
relationship with W.E.B. Du Bois is another component of this woman. And women can be complex and messy and do great things, and I think that's an important lesson that we take from that book.
There's a scene towards the end of the book that I won't give away, but it's just like going, yes, when everybody gives her flowers.
Yes, that actually is my favorite scene.
Mine too. Oh my God, I love it. Love
And I had asked Victoria, I went to one of her events, and I was like, did that really happen? Is that authorial interpretation? And it's authorial interpretation
it. Yeah,
to
Oh,
show
but it's
two
good.
things, to
But it's
show give her flowers, but to also show how she's starting to be erased.
yes, good.
Michelle in the chat said, I just ordered Harlem Rhapsody based on the F&F interview.
Yay.
Excellent.
So, yay. Hope
That
you
was a
like it.
fun one too. She's great.
Now we also have the
Ooh,
Ooh.
filling station.
yes.
oh,
This is the Tulsa Massacre. And
Oh,
many folks know it because it's a brutal point in history, but there was also rebuilding. So this book not only covers the tragedy, it covers the aftermath and the rebuilding. So takes a tragedy, and it shows you the hopefulness and the human spirit of continuing and going on. So this is a filling station by Vanessa Miller Pierce. Vanessa Miller, I think, here's her book name.
On my list.
But this is a phenomenal read.
Yeah,
Phenomenal read.
it sounds important.
nice.
Exactly. Exactly. So I
Something
think
that we should know.
exactly. Exactly.
Do you have any other events coming up outside of the one Brenda mentioned that you'd like to share?
So there's Read Freely. I am actually uh, doing a presentation at the National Jasna Conference, Jane Austen Society, uh, in
Ooh,
sometime over the summer, but it's in Baltimore. I don't know how I'm going to
very
get
cool.
there because the plane.
I
I
know.
know. I'm
I
nervous
know.
about flying too. I don't know.
I'm not too keen on Spirit Airline, but they're the only ones that's no problems. There are cows walking down the aisle when you take Spirit and chickens. So
And
if you don't
the
mind the
rope
wildlife,
seatbelts.
it might be good. But yeah, yeah. So I'm looking forward to summer events. There's the Black Romance Festival that's the first time happening in Atlanta. That is going to be a huge event.
Oh,
I
Um,
wow.
just found out about it and I'm like, I have to go. And
oh my
I'm
gosh,
gonna,
yes, yes,
I'm
yes,
gonna
yes.
go. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know who I need to call, but
I know,
I'm gonna
I
show
know,
up
I
and
know a few people. I know a few
yeah.
people. So I don't have any pull. I'm just don't.
I'm gonna be there for
So we're
sure.
gonna
I
drop you
love
down.
that. And I know
But it's
Kennedy Ryan is also gonna be
Oh,
there.
there you go.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So it's going to be huge. That's also here in Atlanta. No flying.
Yay!
But there are probably a few others around the country. But next year will probably be the year where I get out a lot because that's when my next historical fiction will be coming out in January.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's just say
Well,
1600 and pirates.
ooh,
Ooh.
that's a pretty great teaser.
I think Cleveland, Ohio needs to be on that list.
Oh, I love
Yes.
Cleveland, Ohio. My husband was born in Cleveland,
Oh,
Ohio.
really? We
Mm-hmm.
have a great library system. We do amazing author events.
I
You
love it.
need to
Yeah,
go
we know
visit
somebody
Invite
there
Ron.
me.
too.
Invite
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Give me enough time so I can like trick myself into get on a plane or figure out how to drive there. Just
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll do. Okay. I'll reach out for sure. That'd be awesome. I love it.
Definitely.
I love to
Definitely.
host you.
Well, Vanessa, if anyone wants to check in with you to check those dates, how can they find you online?
Go to my website, vanessariley.com. That is the mothership. It is the most updated. I play around on various social medias, particularly Instagram, a little bit of threads, some blue sky-ish kind of stuff. But those are my website. I try and keep it up to date. That's the place to go.
That's all.
I just shared Vanessa's website in the chat.
Oh, good.
So
Okay.
you
Yeah,
guys
I'm
can
sure we have some
follow
people who
along.
want to follow up on those dates.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Vanessa, we are so glad that you took the time out to join us tonight. And I just want to say, I know I've
Thank
shared
you.
this with you before, Mary Kay, but I wanted to share this publicly. I have been such a fan of Vanessa for so long. When I first started reading her, I thought she was two authors with the same name because she could write cross genres from Island Queen to Murder at Berkeley Square to Gamble at Sunset, like the historical, the mystery. And I know Island Queen was such a big hit that a lot of our Friends in Fiction members and book club members have read. But there are so many more layers to Vanessa Riley, and your writing is masterful. So
Thank you.
thank you
Thank you.
for being the smart, wonderful engineering writer that you are, and for coming and sharing your book recommendations and chatting with us tonight.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. I love your
Wonderful to
show. I
see
catch in reruns anytime I can.
you.
Thanks to the
Well,
YouTube page.
Right, right.
yeah,
Exactly.
yes. Again, thank you so much. We really appreciate your being with us tonight. Can't wait to read the book and see you in person.
Pre-order.
Yes.
Yes.
Pre-order.
Yes, pre-order, pre-order.
Yes.
Great
All
to
right.
see you, Vanessa.
Great to see
Take
you.
care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was a lovely surprise. She's
She's,
I've never met
yeah,
her in person, but oh, she's just so bubbly and smart and just,
she's
We
so
didn't know she
smart.
was,
and she
we
loved
didn't know she
Harlem
was,
Rhapsody. So, we're good. We're besties now.
Yeah. That
I
was the
know.
joke. I shared that. I was embarrassed to say, like, I didn't realize it was the same person because there's so many levels to her writing, and it's just she blows me away. And I didn't know she was an engineer. I learned that recently when she was in conversation with Mary Kay. I went and I just blown away by her. So I'm hopefully you guys go out and read some of her books. I can't wait. I'm going to be diving in this puppy soon. I've been holding it. I'm I'm going to go ahead and dive right in that one.
I got to get my hands on
That's right.
Yay.
Well,
Okay, that
let's
was
see.
fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I was going to say, Ron, do you have another recommendation?
Why, I do. You wouldn't believe.
I
Well,
knew
I
you
love that.
would.
Was it yesterday? I think Patty went through and did a video of all the books in her TBR pile or things that she'd read, and I'm like, I need to do that because I got a lot here. I
Oh,
got a
that's
lot
a
here.
good idea.
But the
That is a
one
good idea.
I am very excited about, and this is an author I've been trying to get to come to Cleveland to visit, but I finally am making it happen, and it's going to be so much fun. And I know a lot of people in the group have already maybe read this or but it can't be said enough that let's call her Barbie.
Yay! I've heard so many great things about that book.
by Renee Rosen. It's fabulous. But the main thing about it, you need to know that I didn't know that this person had a book club, but it's the March pick for the RuPaul book club.
Oh, cool.
So that's going to get it some
Really?
traction. And I've got her coming here. We're going to have a gigantic Barbie party. We're going to have life-size photo ops. We're going to have a contest. Have everybody bring their favorite Barbies and have a giveaway. It's going to be a blast. Come on
Oh,
up to
that
Cleveland.
sounds
Come on up to
so
Cleveland.
cool.
It's going to be great.
That's so
It's a
cool.
story and it's an adult story. Um, that about a woman who created Barbie and co-created Mattel toys. And you think, oh, they got this ballot. She went through hell to get this made, and the people around her, and it's all these different personalities, and she really was so persevering to get it happen. And again, I'll tell you, it is an adult, so don't do this with your children. It's because it's not. I know the cover makes it look like it's a fun little Barbie. It's a very compelling story. It's full of women at a time where they weren't recognized. They couldn't even get a mortgage. They couldn't get a credit card. They couldn't get things like that. So she had to overcome all these things and push and push. And the whole Barbie thing was of people hated the idea, or some people, not everybody, but she had to push to see why, because people were used to little baby dolls that they could pretend their mommies instead of dreaming big and making their career choice that they really wanted. Steph and Barbie did that. It's full of amazing characters, and I read the book thinking, oh, this can't be true, and I'd look it up and go like, oh my god, it is true, including the engineer who did a lot of the engineering of Barbie and stuff was this Doodle, who ended up being one of Zsa Zsa Gabor's husbands. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
Renee Rosen,
Interesting.
let's call her Barbie. Let's call
Nice.
it great.
A lot of people in the chat. We've got some comments about Renee. So that's on my list. I've heard great things
It's
about that book.
so good. It's so good. It's such a great read. And I was never a Barbie fan. I was like, but I love the story and the history it's just I'm a huge fan now of Renee.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, before we go into our next recommendations, I think we should go ahead and announce our May book club pick.
Okay.
I think that would be a great idea. So
I
I will
have
get it
it here.
started. Our
Yay!
May book club pick is
Da, 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 da.
The Page Turner with Viola
Uh,
Shipman on May 19th
Yay!
at 7 p.m. Eastern. And for those who may be watching us for the possibly first time, we stream live right on the book club page. So you don't really have to do anything except go to the page and then the streaming will start and you can click on it and watch.
and it'll
And one of the
archive on
neatest
YouTube so people can catch
Yep.
the replay on YouTube.
Yep.
exactly. And we do spoilers after the first 15 minutes. So a lot of times authors are, excited to share because they've been on tour trying not to reveal secrets, and they can with ours.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one of our favorite things is to get down into the nitty-gritty. And while we're talking about Viola Shipman, I would love to go ahead and announce another
Mhm.
exciting um, announcement with Viola. So,
Mhm.
as we said, the page turner,
Yes.
the pub day is April 8th, and Viola has asked Brenda and I to help him celebrate his pub day party in Atlanta on
Hmm.
April 8th. He will be in conversation with me and Brenda live. And tickets aren't available yet, but they will be through the Foxtail website soon. And we're very excited. This will be our first live in person conversation. And we were just flattered that Wade
Yes.
asked us and wanted to celebrate with us. So we are very excited about that. And if you're in Atlanta, get ready, save the date. A lot going on in Atlanta. We got Patty in March and Viola in April.
I might as well just move to
Come
Atlanta.
on down.
Jeez. But
I'm going to be hitting the road several times to Atlanta. It's
I'm trying to get
four and a
Brenda.
half hours.
Trying to get Brenda to move
Take
in.
notes with Wade and the book because he'll be here in Cleveland the following week in conversation with me. So
Yay!
yeah, so it'll be great.
So funny.
That's
The
fun.
authors are our carriers of messages to each other.
Yeah, you could go like, oh, don't ask him this.
Well, I wanted to take a moment too while we were here at Happy Hour to talk about our Saturday giveaway. Our Saturday giveaways are on our page once a month, and we have an author come on, kind of take over our page and post information about themselves, about the latest book they have, and just all kinds of little tidbits. And there are giveaways. So I'm excited to announce that our Saturday giveaway for March will be on March 1st with Rachel Griffiths and The Trouble with Anna.
Nice. That'll be good.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And Christy recommended that one. So that'll be fun. Christy Woodson Harvey, our beloved Christy.
Yes.
Okay, Brenda, do you want to do your next book pick or do you want me to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
As long as I'm already here. Okay. I'm getting so predictable. I'm telling you with my book
Oh
recommendation.
dear.
Um,
I'm glad we didn't make the buzzword library book or bookstore because Ron and I
this
would be
was not a
toast.
We would be
this
toast.
was not.
I'd be prone.
This is another of my what could go wrong recommendations.
Oh.
So this book is called Rental House, and it's
Oh.
by I'm sorry if I mispronounced, but it's Wiki Wang.
Oh,
And it's
that's
called The Rental
cool.
House. The protagonists are Kiru and Nate, and they are college sweethearts who get married despite their family differences. Kiru's got a strict Chinese immigrant family, and they demand perfection in everything. And Nate is from a rural white working class family, and they don't really trust all of his, smarts that he got from his education and his foreign wife. So, some years into their marriage, they invite both families to vacation at Cape Cod and later at a Catskills bungalow. And guess what? What could go wrong
Right.
with that scenario?
What could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong?
It basically explores the themes of family and fixing relationships and what is a family. And so that's what I like about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good.
Lisa, what about you?
My next recommendation, and now I'm gonna talk a little bit while I attempt to share my screen. It's called Till Death, and it's by you had a tough name, but I don't know. This one might be Buseo Mataluco. Mataluro.
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry. Ooh, it's tough. But
You went on that one.
I'm gonna share. Um, that's the cover. And when I
Ooh.
first heard about it, it's a young adult mystery, but it says it's recommended for lovers of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And if you guys have been watching along, you'll know I was obsessed with that book series. It was one of my favorite things I read last year. So this one is about Laura Oyanala, and she's true crime obsessed, and she's going to go to Lagos to her favorite cousin's wedding, but the bride has been receiving anonymous threats telling her to cancel the wedding or face dire consequences. So this is the moment that Laura's been waiting for to put her sleuth into good work. I love a sleuth story so much, and solve a real life mystery. So I am so excited about this. It just came out on January 30th. So it's already available. It just came out January 30th. Till Death, Buseo Matuluco.
Tuco.
There we go.
There we go. Nice. Another good one.
And where was it
Excited for
set?
that. Oh, wait, whoops. Am I still sharing? I think I am. Oh, there we go.
Where was that book set, Lisa?
In Lagos.
In Lagos. Does it snow there?
I, oh, I see what you did there, PB.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
You have to sip your hot cocoa too. Hilarious.
That reminds me, I did not tell you Rental House actually is already out. It came out on December 3rd.
Oh, cool.
And I
Very cool.
believe I'm looking it up now. I think Not Quite by the Book is out in March 1st. So it's
Okay.
just about
It's
here.
coming up. All right,
Yeah.
Ron.
But
You have another recommendation, and then we can announce our
yeah,
June.
I'll just do one though, so we can get. All
Yeah.
right. I don't even, maybe 2 years ago, I talked to you about this author who, her name is Ellen Meister, and she wrote a book called Take My Husband. And it was a huge favorite of mine. I think that one's been surpassed. This book comes out in April, and it's called Joyride.
Nice.
Ellen
Oh, I
Ooh,
love the
Meister.
cover.
I know, it's
yeah.
great. Who's
Super.
the cousin of Lisa Kudrow? Just a fun fact. All right, Joyride. You think, oh, it's about a ride in a car. No, it's about a character, and her name is Joy Ride.
Oh,
Her father is a was a phenomenally successful Hollywood screenwriter for a television series, but he's down on his luck. He had some bad things happen, so he ended up having to go back and live with her in New York, in Brooklyn. Joyride, we first meet Joyride. She's driving an Uber and she goes to this big financial building and she picks up her person and they take a ride to send him home and they kind of make a connection. But she realizes that she isn't the type that wants to be involved with a rich person. However, this person influences her because she talks in her car. She talks to people and she always wanted to be a life coach. She plants the idea in her head to, as an Uber driver, also be a life coach while she's driving people around. So she's a life coach thing, and she finishes her education and she starts the business where she goes and she actually drives people around. They book her to help them with their problems while she's driving them around. It's so
that
good. It's so good.
It
There's so much.
sounds
There's
good.
the person that she doesn't like that she maybe likes. We don't know about him, but her dad is living with her and he's a curmudgeon. And he's really upset because there's a woman that he liked back in school and he ran into her in the street but ran away. Now she's determined to find this woman to put them back together and stuff. Just full of character and warmth and funny.
Oh,
Ellen is one of the funniest writers out there. Really great. So April 22nd. Wait, wrong.
yay. I love it. That sounds so good. Okay. Now, our last book club discussion that we're going to announce tonight is our book club discussion for June, which will take place on June 23rd. And I think Brenda is going to show us who it is.
Who's that?
Who's It's our own Christy Woodson Harvey with Beach House Rules. And we're so excited. We have two Friends in Fiction within 3 months, Friends in Fiction
yes.
authors, which we love to have.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're okay with that.
We love it. And
Yes.
we're so excited. We miss chatting with our girls as often as we like. So
I
we can't wait to
know.
catch up with Christy. So mark your calendar and pre-order if you haven't already.
I'm eagerly awaiting my copy.
I know, me too. Me too. I got Kristen's in the mail and I was super excited and fangirled.
Oh, you mean this one?
Uh-huh.
Yes, that one.
Pre-order, pre-order,
This
pre-order.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it up. It would be right there. So before we go, I know we're just about at time, but I did want to mention our book club reading challenge, and there's still 10 days left in this month. So we're reading a book by an author, a BIPOC author, Black, Indigenous, person of color. And I want to share, I'm reading a familiar name, but a book that I haven't read before, and that is Sonali Dev's There's Something About Mira.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
And I am
I
enjoying it a
loved
lot.
that one.
Yes. What about you, Lisa?
I read Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan, and I don't have it right here, but I loved it. The hype is real around Kennedy Ryan. If you
Yeah.
haven't read her, just read anything by her.
So popular too. People
She's
love
so
Kennedy Ryan.
popular, and she's the nicest woman. Like, she's so sweet. And I think even if a lot when you see her live or you go to an event of hers, and one of our book club girls, Barbara, she was saying the same thing, that she comes in there, she works at a bookstore, comes in her bookstore, and she's so sweet and she's so nice. And then you get to know her as an author and you just fall in love with her. And then you read her books and you're like, yeah, the hype is real. I totally understand it. It's so well deserved. So I'm definitely on that train, and I love Before I Let Go. And I read another one by her. Can't remember. It was a short story that she did, but I'm gonna check out Reel, Reel, for the end of the month. So I'll have two under my belt.
I think We the Pizza
Absolutely.
would count for that too.
Yes, it
For those
Oh,
would.
We the Pizza. And Brenda,
Yeah,
would
that
yes.
you
sounds
mind
so
putting
good.
that link back in the chat one more time for Book Joy?
Sure.
And
I will
everybody,
put the Book Joy link back in there one more time for those
show them some
that
love,
didn't see it
people.
earlier. Show them some
And
love.
on Instagram at Book Joy Readers.
Yeah, I will do that right now. And while we're talking about the reading challenge, next month for March, the challenge is, or the prompt is to read a sci-fi or fantasy book, which I know is stepping outside of the box for a lot of people. But if you guys have never heard of Rebecca Yarros, she kind of has this little series about some dragons or something that people are losing their mind over. So it's a good time to
Oh,
jump
you
on
mean
that
like
train,
Onyx
or the
Storm or
ACOTAR
something like
train.
that?
Yeah, there's also ACOTAR train, A Court of Thorns and Roses. But
Uh, and
if
House
you
of the
have,
Cerulean Sea fits that too. And that's an
yes,
amazing
There's
book if you
such a
haven't read.
range.
it is
There's
such
such
a
a
range.
range of books that would fit the prompt. And our
Yeah,
members get caught up in strict definitions, and we just want you to go out and enjoy a book that maybe you wouldn't have picked up before.
Yeah.
yeah, we want you to enjoy to read. So if you have suggestions, put them in the chat. We love that. But we do want to give a special shout out to um, one of our awesome readers. Her name is, I have it right here, Heather Sparks. And she posts each month, about halfway through the month, a good post where people can discuss what they're reading for the next month. So it's under the featured tab, and there's lots of discussion and suggestions for what to read for March, or what some of our members are reading if you're looking for suggestions.
Good
So thank you,
idea.
Heather, for doing that. We
Yes,
appreciate it. We love
we
that.
really appreciate it. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yay.
Ah, so
Yay.
when is
And
our next book club?
Well, that was the next thing. Our next happy hour is going to be on May 22nd with Ron and a special guest, because we
Which
love special guests.
might be a special guest from me to surprise the two of
Yep.
you.
We don't know who. It'll
You,
be our turn to sweat.
if it's who I'm hoping and trying to get, you will be like, okay, this is a good one.
Okay,
I'm
Ron,
sure we
Ron
will.
wins. Ron wins.
Well, isn't that the point always?
Of
Just
Absolutely, for Ron
course.
to win. That
that's
is the
what is
point.
that? What was that book? My Assured Arrogance.
Yes. Healthy arrogance.
That's
Who
why I
Healthy
better
said
than
that.
arrogance.
you?
Healthy
Oh,
arrogance.
I
That's
love
why I
it.
said that.
Well,
Healthy
on that note,
arrogance.
I think it is healthy arrogance for us to get to wrap up and call it a night.
Yes.
We really
Or
appreciate.
Fabulous.
Oh,
Thank you.
or
Thanks in advance for all your book joy love, people. I really appreciate it. And we're going to have a lot of fun there.
Or we could very quickly do a rapid fire recommendation round where we just hold up a book and say a title really quickly, recommend without a long
oh no.
definition.
Okay.
Oh, 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 oh.
We could do one quickly. I stirred the
I'll
pot.
start.
I stirred the pot.
Battle
Okay,
Mountain CJ box. It's fabulous. High body count, high roller coaster ride.
All right, I'm gonna go The Love Simulation by Etta Easton. This is not a debut, but this is really, really good. And it comes out on March, I think it's coming out March 4th, maybe. It's coming out soon.
okay, I'm going with not a current one, but I just pulled something off my shelf that I enjoyed very much, and that's Evie Drake Starts Over by
It's a
Linda
great one.
Holmes.
Oh, it's almost like
Very
the
cool.
girls in the Glimmer Factory by Jennifer
Ooh.
Kober. Ooh.
Or it could be When I Think of
When I think of
You
you.
by Maya Ariel. This is a debut.
Or it could be from my book mail today. The star of Camp Green, Joy Calloway.
I got that book mail
Okay,
too, but
I am
it's in
left
the
way
other room.
behind in this. I'm left way behind in this competition. I don't have enough things at my fingertips.
Oh,
They're all behind you.
I could do this
Well, yeah,
all night, but
I know.
yeah,
I don't have
absolutely.
too much more, but we do want to remind everyone, we talked about our upcoming book club recommendations that we announced tonight, but please join us on Monday night because we will be doing our book club of The Vanishing of Josephine Reynolds.
Yes.
oh,
So that is on
good.
Monday. And then you also want to join us on March 24th, and I'm pretty sure Ron might want to pop in for this one.
Pop in.
People
I'm
of
taking
Means.
over. This book is so
So,
amazing.
and it's
I
out,
So
cannot wait.
amazing.
so buy it if you have not yet.
Cannot
Okay,
wait. Yes.
we've kept you guys long enough, but we love you all and we
Yes.
wish you all health, wealth, happiness, and happy reading and joy and book joy.
Yes.
Go
Find joy in
support the book
reading.
joy.
We need to do that right now. Let's go.
Absolutely.
We
And let
do.
it snow because that's when you most enjoy a great book.
And I
Not
did
in
share the book
Ohio, not
joy.
when it's snowing. No.
Not two snows, and the book joy link is in the chat again.
Great. Thank you so much, you two. Love you.
Love you back, and
Love
we
you
will see
too.
you in less than a month
Less than a
for
month.
In
St.
less
Well,
than a
Patty's
month.
Day.
and look out. I think the December Martini Trio will be on fire.
Yay, the December Martini
I don't know
Trio.
what I'm going to do with you guys.
You
You're
can
going
be
to
the
be the
designated driver.
designated driver.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay. I'm
Have a
willing.
great night. I had a blast as always. And take good care, everybody.
Y'all too.
Cheers.
Happy reading, everybody.
PB and J and Ron out.
Out.